woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Got your one out. No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Operating from the gun. Bryant going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Eluded the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Bryant. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen throwing on second down. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now McCoy. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Detroit!
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Bryant. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the bootleg. Bryant looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Detroit!
Allen now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Allen will try again on second down. Looking downfield for Jones. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Throwing now is Allen. Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now this time, Allen will throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 46 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To the air, Allen. He's going to look, and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kiki QT, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Bryant. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To throw on 2nd down. Bryant. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bryant steps away to his left. And a great move again. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. How about that? Their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
A final shot before half for Allen. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Buying time to his left. Looking deep now from and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for the Bills. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Ravens have got it. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
319. 319.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now out come the Bills. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, but pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Again, it's Yeldon. And he He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles. I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to... LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Bryant. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Bryant. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Escaping the pressure right, and incomplete on the deep ball. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Allen off the play fake, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They go play action here on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Bryant flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. On first down, Bryant. Brought in left side by Snead. He got 29 yards that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And now running right through it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Bryant. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Leopard!
And an alley to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Got some room at the 30. And down right around the 37. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards on the ground. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
All right, now, look at
but the
56.
execution was a
56.
little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back to throw. Bryant out to his left. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking to throw. Bryant. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. He's got a man. Complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Out left side here to Bryant. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Down to 7 seconds now. 6. Back to throw.
Brandon, that tackle right there, that might have just saved the ball game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Brown, the lone receiver, left. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and that will tie us at 24. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Hurry up, here we go.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now, Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this.